Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to Tough Love. This is crazy.
I know, right?
This is really crazy. And
Worlds
we're
are
back
colliding.
with video
I know.
footage.
Video footage, tiny mics. Do y'all see this right now?
We've upgraded from last episode. I genuinely that was like so embarrassing because I was like, okay, I've like started this whole thing. Like I have my like video, and then after the podcast with Lily, I was like, I like need two mics because the one mic situation was not cute. Like we were like kissing
Yeah,
because we had
y'all
to
were
be so
kissing.
close, and like I was like, I feel like these are like everyone knows what these look
It
like.
like elevates the vibe. I feel like it's just nice to hold also for your guests, like when they're holding it. It just like makes you feel like,
It
ooh,
just makes you feel super professional.
ooh.
But I literally was like last week I was like, okay, I'm just like gonna invest in this. Like I need a camera because I couldn't use my phone because of like the storage and everything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put my whole everything into this, and I spent like $600 on this camera.
It's an investment.
It's an
It's an
investment for
investment and it's
myself.
gonna pay off. And also I really like being able to see your face in these because
Hmm.
Ava's a gesticulative gal. Like, she moves her hands a lot. She makes really funny expressions when she's talking, and I feel like you don't get the whole story if you don't get to see that. So I'm so excited about this.
I actually appreciate you saying that because I that was a thing for me too. Like having to like do these, not being able to see myself, I felt like I couldn't get like the full essence of what I was saying, and so I would
Right?
like lose track of what was going on. And I just
Mm-hmm.
feel like this. Oh,
Cat made an appearance.
cat made an appearance. Hi, Sirius. He goes, I don't want to be a part of this
Yeah,
shit.
he's like, I did not sign a contract. Like, why are y'all putting me on here right now?
There's no NDA attached. Holy shit. Well, I didn't even introduce. This is Courtney.
Hey
This is my
guys.
roommate.
Do
This
not
was
walk on her computer. Thank
Sweetie
you.
Pie.
Hey
Wait, he
guys.
made it on the
He
podcast.
made it. This is serious.
Hi, sweet.
That's my
Oh,
okay. He said, "Peace out."
he's camera shy.
He's going back and forth. He's a little bipolar with these things, but it's fine. But yes, I am Ava's roommate. I'm a lucky girl. What can I freaking say? Am I
We've
allowed to swear on here?
oh well,
What can
obviously.
I fucking say?
There you go.
But it's been so nice. I met Ava 4 years ago now. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
4 years ago because it was your freshman year.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a minute, and we met, I think, at our boyfriend's formal
It
trip.
was Vegas.
Yeah, it was Vegas, and I remember being in a taxi with you, and we like you were your first question to me was like, "Do you have a dab pen?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, this girl is
That would
chill."
be my fucking
Yeah, I
question.
was like, "I like this girl."
Dude, that was it
Mm-hmm.
really?
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
remember that, and I was like, "Oh, yeah."
That was a really scary trip.
What the fuck
That
was
was a
that?
really scary trip.
It was oh,
For context, we went to Vegas for like a frat formal, and we I
PTSD, man. Like, what happened?
I
Like,
don't know. I don't remember most of that trip.
I don't either. I think
I
it's
don't
like
remember
our
most of
brains
them.
blocking it out to
Yeah.
protect us because it's not like anything traumatic happened. It was just like, you know, a blur, and there were so many like drunk people, and I don't drink, so that's probably why I'm like a bit prejudiced, but like being sober at those things, I'm like, what the hell is going on? And
I
it
was
was your
like,
freshman year,
it
so
was
that
my
was your
freshman.
first formal, and you were like, what is
It was
this?
just I was so glad I found you too because like also just like the people there like were not really like my friends.
Yeah.
Like I ended
Yeah.
up becoming friends with like a lot of those people like as like time went on, but like
Mm-hmm.
by that point it was like my freshman year. Like I wasn't like
Who are you?
I was still like adjusting to like frat
Mm-hmm.
parties and such. I literally only was going to the frat because of Jake.
Mm-hmm.
That was it too. So
Yep.
it's like I had no like interest within myself to be there, and I didn't actually start enjoying going to fight out until like maybe junior year.
Yeah, and also that was the year that like two, I think like two influencers like randomly popped by, and I remember like the whole
Oh
trip.
my god! Oh my god! Wait, so this is just like some lore. This
Lore,
is funny.
crazy
Wait, this is so
lore.
fucking funny. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, we went to the same frat formal that Harry Raftis was in. Shout out, what is it like? I don't know what their fucking chapter is, but
Fight
Fight Out
out.
at Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry Raftis was there, and he brought Livy.
Hey.
He brought Livy Dunn, and what was the other girl's name?
Oh shoot, I like do not. It was like Katie something, but like
Katie
beautiful girls. But it was just
Sigmund, maybe?
yes,
Was it Katie
yes, that was
Sigmund?
it.
Dude,
They were
baddies.
gorgeous.
They were
Yeah,
gorgeous.
absolutely. It was just encompassed by like everyone, like these poor girls were being like loosely followed. Like, you know, when someone's like, you are famous, but I'm not gonna like go up to you because I don't know, but I'm still gonna follow you very uncomfortably
Yeah.
closely. Like, that was the vibe. And I was just like, I could never do this. Like,
No.
God.
It just, like, it was a lot too because, like, on top of, like, it was literally all of the, like, girls that I was already, like, intimidated by, and then I was like, "Oh, and there's Livy fucking Dunn."
As if it couldn't get worse in terms of self-confidence. You were just like, great.
And, like, frat king himself, Harry Raptis, but,
I
like, mans is a looker,
know.
so
I didn't
hey.
even know who he was before I came here, and then he was just like the number one name being thrown out, and I was like, what is going on?
See, I didn't either. I, like, Fountain I remember I'd seen his face on, like, the internet maybe once or twice
Mm-hmm.
before, but it wasn't like, "Oh, that's Harry Raptis." But then when I
No.
got to school, like, even, like, a week straight off the bat, everybody
Yeah.
was
They're
like,
like, you don't
"Harry
know
Raptis."
Harry Raptus?
Yeah, it was just, like, very, like, it was a big fucking deal, and so that was really funny. I remember I even, like, that was the era of BeReal, and that was when
Oh
BeReal
my
became a
god.
thing.
Where did that go? No one gives a fuck about
I
BeReal.
literally I never thought I would delete that app, but that app is, like, so long gone, but I
Wow.
remember I had taken my BeReal, like, the Saturday at the pool,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just I remember it was very fresh still, and so I did it, like, everyone was still doing it when, like, the actual BeReal went off,
Oh my
and I do it
gosh.
when the BeReal went off, and I, like, take a picture, it's, like, me and Jake in the front camera, and then, like, the back camera's just, like, a crowd of people. I don't really look at it, like, I don't look too into it, and then, like, a few hours later, I see a comment, and my friend's like, "Is that Harry Raptis?" And I'm like, "No, that's Jake." And then, like, I go and look at it again a few hours after that, and I'm like, "Oh my fucking god." And Harry Raptis is, like, the main guy in the crowd, like, the first face you see in the back camera, and so, I mean, I
Just
got the
like
fucker in
jump
my
scare.
B-reel, but that was probably one of the best real B-reels I ever took.
Right. Also, can we talk about how people treated BeReal like medication? Like, I remember when I first heard about BeReal, everyone was like, "It's 6 p.m. I have to take my BeReal," and I was like, "What? Like, what is that? Is that like birth control or like what is that?" And then everyone was like, "No, it's an app," and I was like, "What? Okay, so a timed point where you have to take something." It just was so confusing to me at the time.
It was so stupid looking back, and I have to say that with a balance of I literally committed to that shit for a year.
It was like the Facebook mom in us. It was
It
like
was
have to do it
and, like, even if it wasn't on time, like, every day, I would do
every
it
day.
because I don't know, I felt it was necessary, but, like,
I was
I'm
never
slowly
able to do
weaning
that.
off social media apps.
Right? I also feel like Chapman in general, to loop back to, like, the whole Harry Raptus thing, like, the school we went to was very influenced by, like, high status people. Like,
Mhm.
Demi Lovato's sister went to our school,
What?
and yeah, like,
What?
okay, like, newsflash, anyone who went to Chapman that doesn't know, like, Demi Lovato, like, Josie Toto went to
Josie,
Chapman.
I remember
I think,
Josie.
like, Nia from the Dance Moms, her brother went to Chapman or
Yeah,
something,
he's
like,
lovely. Shout out Will.
and, like, Melissa, my girl, like, would judge skit at Chapman.
That was when I was first
Yeah.
gagged, is when she was the judge at skit
Yeah.
freshman year. That was funny, but we
So
just had
many, like,
there was, like, a lot
influencers.
of, like, weird people connected to the Dance
Yeah.
Moms people, so they would just, like, show
It
up
was
and show
so
face.
interesting. I was like, "You know what? I'm not complaining about it. I love me some Melissa," but, like, so many famous people or, like,
Mhm.
people that know of famous people would go to Chapman, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a thing at other schools. I mean, I'm sure it is, but I feel like it was very, like, harshly focused on
Yeah.
at Chapman, and it was like, how many followers? Who are you connected to? And I feel like that was something that I was so happy to get out of because at the end of the day, I'm like, who are you as a person? I don't care
Yeah.
about who you're connected to. I don't care about how many followers you have. Who are you,
Mhm.
Miss Girl? But now with post grad, I feel like we have such a breath of fresh air.
Dude,
Ugh.
that was what I was gonna say is that, like, I, like and we were talking about this earlier, hey,
Hey
kiddo.
again.
Um, I am naturally an introvert, as are
Yep.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And college was, like, off the bat, like, I, like, was not going to parties at first. Like, I remember the first night I was just, like, with a few people and, like, went to bed probably at, like, 9 p.m. because I was like, I have to wake up early for fitness
For
class.
class.
Like,
Yeah, it's
I was
really
like,
important.
I didn't wanna go out, and so then, like, by the second night, it was like, "Okay, no, like, you have to go out." And then
Mm-hmm.
it kinda, like, downfalled from there, and I
Yeah.
ended up forcing myself to go out, like, most of college, and it got
Mm-hmm.
easier and easier, but with that, I was forced to just, like, become an extrovert or at least, like, kind of just, like, play an extrovert,
Right? You're
I
like role
feel.
playing. You're like, all right, let's see what it feels like.
Exactly, it's just,
Mm-hmm.
like, cause like, I know how to have a conversation with people, I know how to, like, make friends, it's not that,
Yeah.
it's more so that, like, naturally, I just don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very comfortable in my peace. I'm very comfortable in my house. I don't love like I have very I put a lot of energy towards a lot of things. So when it comes to like parties and big functions and like even like I
Mm-hmm.
went to like Chris the other night. That was the first like time I really went out since like college.
Right.
After that, like I don't need to go out for a few months.
You're like, I'm on pause for the next like 6 weeks, guys. Please hold.
I just it's just like even just like existing in my everyday life. Like I want to come home and go to bed.
Yeah, I feel like during college, like especially freshman year, I did feel that pressure. And like I went to school for acting, so I was able to just kind of like throw on a persona. I was like, oh, we're going out, like let's play extrovert for the night. But then like you could see the immediate vibe switch as soon as the function was over, like face dropped. Verbal, none. Wanting to go to bed. And I think it only lasted a year because at some point I was like, wait, like I don't really like doing this. I love my sleep. Like, don't get me wrong, I need my 8 hours. Like, I'm exhausted. My social battery is always at like 15%. So the max I can take is like an hour. And then I'm like, I'm tapping the fuck out. I'm pulling an
Oh
Irish exit.
yeah.
Like, I have to go. Like, it's a lot. And I feel like extroverts, I give it to you. I could never. I could literally never. I envy you at times, but at the same time, I'm like borderline agoraphobic. Don't want to leave my house. And I kind of love it here.
And now we've like finally set it up, and I was talking about this in like the last episode. It's like now, especially that it's like I'm in my house that I fucking paid for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to leave. If
No.
I already have like I already talked to enough people at work. Like
Right.
I work at a fucking bakery. You got to talk to a number of
Everyone.
different personalities every single day. I don't
Oof.
have more of that much in me, so it's nice because like I feel like my like closest friends, like my friends, I want to hang out with them. It's like it doesn't feel like
Yeah,
it's
it's like
not a
on your
burden.
terms, you
It's
know?
on my terms, and that's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing I think I appreciate about post grad is because now,
Yeah.
like, you go to a fucking frat house or a party or a bar, and it's like you're forced to be with all these people that you may not even fuck with.
Right.
But now it's like
Ooh.
I'd rather have a little dinner party. I'd rather go see a movie. I'd rather do something chill and productive and not drinking.
Right. You're speaking my love language right there. I mean, and also like in college, like everyone would pregame and everyone would like go in Ubers together. So like if you were at a function and you wanted to get out, you kind of had to wait for your group to also be done. And then you just be like standing by the door being like, all right now, like,
Oh, this is something I want to talk about.
mm-hmm.
Holy shit. This was also, I think, was the thing that often made me like have to consider like 4, 5, 6 times even before going out if I were to go out
Right.
was the group that you go out with.
Oh my, it makes all the difference.
It makes all the difference because I learned on multiple occasions that sometimes, me, I'm a yes man. I'm gonna say yes to everything. So if I ever was like with a group of girls and I had maybe met like a smaller group of girls within that group that
Oh.
night or like later in the night or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, there's sometimes would be a conversation of like, oh my god, we should totally go out again sometime. Like we should pregame for
Yeah.
this thing together. Whatever, that's great. I love that. That's awesome. That's not the bad
Mm-hmm.
part. The bad part is that you don't fucking know these people. You don't know if they can handle their liquor. You don't know their opinions on things. You don't know how they behave in social settings. And
That
that's
part.
immediately if you show up to a function with people, you are associated with them. And that is something that I don't fucking like to play with. And that's part
No.
of why like I like have not been a big dater in my entire life
Mm-hmm.
because like if I'm dating you, I'm associated with you. And if you're going to fucking embarrass me,
That comes back to me.
it comes back to me, and I
Yeah.
want to have at least been prepared for that
Right.
before it's a possibility. But like, God, but that's the thing. The amount of times
Mm-hmm.
I've been like stuck in groups with girls that I didn't know very well, and then like they are sometimes people that like literally cannot handle their liquor, and
Yep.
then you're responsible for them.
I know. And then you have to like pick them up and shit and be like, oh, or like you're okay. Like, let's go home. Don't throw up in the Uber. And it's like,
And then
I did not sign
suddenly
up for
you're
this.
liable, and you're
Right.
babysitting a girl you don't fucking
Oh
know.
my gosh. I had one person once come over to like, I don't even remember what year of college this is, what their name was, what was really going on. But like they came over to one of my college houses that I was renting from at the time. And I didn't know them. They were a friend of a friend that had already been coming over and was planning to come over. And she comes over and she's wasted, like
Right.
blackout drunk. It is 10 p.m., Miss Girl. Like, are we okay? The pregame hasn't even started yet, but like, go off. She proceeds to like,
That sounds right.
right? She slams open all my cupboards, being like, do you have like a red Solo cup? And I was like, what? I have glasses because I'm 21 years old, or like, yeah, like there's glasses. And she was like, no, like red Solo cups. And I was like, I heard you, but like, no, babe,
And she's
don't have
drinking
that.
when she's already like
Yeah. And then she like
wasted.
is like, "Ugh, okay, and takes a
Aw.
glass. And then she also ate half of my roommate's pizza that was on the counter.
Bro.
And like my roommate just comes out and is like, did she just eat my pizza? And I'm like, now I have to pay for this pizza and I don't even know you.
Yeah.
It makes all the difference. And then I had a horrible time out that night. I was literally like, my roommate's gonna kill me as soon as I get home. That's all I was thinking about.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even enjoy the party. It's so important to know who you're going out with. Like with Ava, we're out, and like the few times, because I again, never go out. I don't even drink. So like for me, it's not the same kind of feeling. But like when I do go out with Ava, it's like we're there for like an hour, we're socializing, we're having a good time, and then we literally like have this telepathic moment where we're like dip and we just head out, no worries. Like we just we are on it. Like we're on our
Aw.
own schedule, and it's a lot easier to go out with someone like you than it is to go out with a bunch of people who like don't know how to hold their alcohol because I'm not playing babysitter.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that.
I'm like, I can't even act like I'm all perfect because like it's happened to me before, not often, but like maybe like no.
It's happened to all of us
I
at some
think I've
point.
had like a messy night like probably 2 or 3 times, maybe
Yeah.
more. It's definitely happened, and I'm not even like I'm not putting myself on any sort of pedestal saying that,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like people should know their limits. I understand
At
that
this
college
age,
is like an experimental time, but like, good
I
God,
feel like you have to know when you're kind of like mentally tapping out.
especially if you're with strangers.
I can feel like I remember there was like the one time where I was like, yeah, like I'll try drinking. I ended up projectile vomiting on the floor of a frat house. And I was like,
Was this night that I remember that
mm-hmm.
I'm thinking
It
of?
was that specific night and it was horrible. And I was like, oh
I
my
was
gosh.
literally thinking of that night
Yeah.
like a minute ago before you said.
All I was thinking about, by the way, because like in my head, like I could think clearly. It's just that my body was not cooperating with me. I felt nauseous. I could not see anything. It felt like I was on a treadmill or like on a revolving like fucking fair ride where I couldn't see anything and life was just like flashing before me every 2 seconds. And all I could think about was like these poor people that I came with that I'm now putting this on and now they have to focus all of their energy on me for an entire hour to make sure that I'm okay. And I'm like, that was horrible. Like, I would just personally never wish that on anyone. I've since learned and grown, guys. I don't drink for those specific reasons. But please, if you're going out with a friend group, have some boundaries. Just set a precedent of what's going to happen, what your limit is. Some people, if you don't know what your limit is, just cap it at like maybe a couple drinks earlier than what you normally do. Just avoid
Yeah.
it.
Just take it slow.
Take it
I'm personally
slow.
someone that when I do drink, I refuse to take shots. I can't do it
Oh,
because
hell
just
no.
the speed at which it enters your body and like the volume of alcohol,
It's like an edible that kicks in like 20 seconds.
I just can't do it. I'd rather be a slow sipper. Also, it just like I literally will not get sick off of slow sipping because it when it hits you, it's slow enough to it's like
Right?
now I know when to tap out. Anyway,
It's like a wave.
it's like it's a very nice wave, but
Mhm.
introversion. When did you realize you were an introvert?
Okay. The thing is like I don't know if I ever realized it because my entire life growing up, my whole family was like, Courtney hates people. And I was like, okay, backtrack. I don't like hate people. It's just that like if there's an opportunity for me to hang out with 15 people, and then on the other hand, there's an option of me to hang out by myself, I'm gonna take that option. Like I'm someone who very much so values my time alone. I love being by myself. And something that makes me so sad is some people do not like being by themselves and they can't stand being by themselves. I'm like, that is so sad. Like, I literally look forward to the end of every social hangout, every work day to being by myself. Like, that is something that gives me so much joy. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I get to like close my door. I get to like just chill by myself and be with my thoughts. I don't hate people. It's just that sometimes it's overwhelming and sometimes I don't know what to say. Or like when there's a conversation and it kind of dies, I don't want to pick that back up. I don't even know how.
A huge emphasis on that. I like
Like,
when there's an awkward silence, when there's something, and I something about me is like whenever there's an awkward silence where I feel like I don't know how to like pick up a conversation or for whatever reason it's not picking up,
mm-hmm.
I always feel like my body just like naturally feels like an 100% onus to being responsible to
Yes.
pick it up, and
Yeah.
it stresses me the fuck
And then
out.
it feels like an interview and you're
Yeah.
like, so what about this? And I'm like, "Ugh, I
It just
just
feels like a
no.
persona at that point, and it makes it feel
Yeah.
like the entire conversation's fake. And then I'm standing there, and I'm like, "Why the fuck are we talking then?"
Literally. I've tried so hard to be extroverted, like what we were saying with my 1 year in college where I went out, but I don't know. It's so draining. And it's like what Ava was saying earlier is like now, especially, like I have a full time job. I have a cat, as y'all have seen many times in this episode. I just have so many I have a long term relationship. Like there is so much that is already requiring so much of my attention and my time and my energy that like I don't really want to add more on top of that. And also I think it's just because of like what I dealt with in social situations in college. Like I'm nervous to go out and be extroverted and insert myself into groups and be a part of it again because in my experience something always goes wrong with a group. Like, there's always drama of some sort, whether it's low scale, high scale. There's always just some sort of drama involved, and I have no desire to be a part of drama. I'm like, let's talk about Love Island, like other people's televised drama. Like, let's talk about the state of the climate. Maybe not that one, but like, let's talk about anything other than like drama about people. And I'm so traumatized from it that I have no desire. And I feel like maybe I'm holding myself back. Maybe I can find a friend group, but like so far, no shot. So I'm like, why do I even want to keep trying?
That is the thing. Also, just I never enjoyed most of the conversations I would find myself in because of those reasons. It would always be some sort of shit talking. Hey, I am not clear on shit. Like,
We are
shit.
not cleared.
I'm
Let's
not cleared on
disclaimer
that.
right now.
Like, but whenever I talk shit, it's because it's warranted. But
It's
some of these
justified.
fucking bitches that I've heard the conversations of, it's literally someone that they will have had the most minor tiff with. And I mean, like, oh, like, she rolled her eyes at me, or she, like,
Yeah.
something so fucking harmless. Like, someone, I don't know, could have just been having a bad fucking day. It's not all about you. And they will rip into fucking shreds. It's like, you don't know that
Yeah.
bitch.
They go for the jugular every time.
Every fucking
Every
time.
time. Like, I am with Ava on this one. I will only talk smack about you if I feel it's justified. If I feel you've done something to me that has hurt me to the point where I have to vent verbally like that, yeah, maybe you kind of, maybe some choice words I could have left out, but like the basis of what I'm talking about, yeah, girl, you hurt me. So, like, of course I'm going to say something about it to someone I trust. But I don't like the people who will meet you for the first time and then they immediately start talking shit about someone either you know or you don't know. I don't know which one's worse.
That's what I was gonna say, is that, like, whenever I talk my shit, it's to a safe environment,
trusted
whether
source.
it's you or like whoever, like my like very close circle. It's one of those select people, and I feel like that's fine. I feel like that's healthy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just started coughing, so I had to like literally literally get out of there for a second.
We
But
back now.
we're so back. But going back to what you were saying about people who don't enjoy being alone with themselves.
So sad.
And most people that I actually do know who are like that, I think it's so fucking concerning, and they tend to be the least self-aware individuals on this planet.
That's true. No self-reflection time.
No
How can you do
self-reflection
it?
time, no consideration of how your actions impact people. I love my alone time. Literally, this is how much I'm like I need my alone time, is that the summers in between college, I scooped up as much alone time as possible. Literally, the summer after freshman year, I went alone and lived abroad alone in Denmark.
Danish girl.
Denmark, and was floating about and like working and doing whatever by myself. I had some family there, but that was about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally had like the mental change of a lifetime, and I like needed it, because by the end of freshman year I was just so fucking like in the pits. It was not good.
Over it.
Same thing with like summer after sophomore year, I was just working the whole time, and then same thing after junior year. And if I didn't have those, I genuinely don't know what I would have done, because like
No.
by the end of the years I was so fucking burnt out, and it's because everything moves so fast too, and it's just like having all the responsibilities that you do in college, and like especially like senior year when you're trying to figure out what the fuck is gonna come after. Like, there's so much stress that comes with that, and I personally need to like load up on my alone time the summer before, so I can go into it
mentally
peacefully
prepare.
and be like, okay, let's just like drill through this one, because that's what it felt like.
Exactly. I mean, people who can't be by themselves, it's just like, I don't know. I feel sorry for them because it's a great thing. Because not only when you're by yourself, like some people will bring the argument of like, oh, but like you're on your phone or something. Like, no, like I color, okay, like we do other things, but I also sit there and I reflect on things. And like some people may argue that it's unhealthy. Excessive like stressing and like, thinking about past occurrences, yes, that's unhealthy, but it is healthy in dosage. If you spend a certain amount of time reflecting on a situation, it gives you clarity, more clarity than if you're going to an outside source. Because if you go to an outside source and you only go to outside sources other than yourself for advice on situations, rather than sitting back, rewinding, and processing internally with just yourself, you're only relying on other people's perceptions of what actually happened. So I always like to, evaluate situations with myself before I bring in other people, because they're never giving it to you straight. They're giving it to you with their, interpretation of the situation. So it's not an authentic answer. And if anything, you're going with the words and opinions of someone else and how they interpret your situation.
Totally.
It's so important to be by yourself. Like,
totally.
I love it. I think y'all should try it if you haven't. Like, just lock yourself in your room. Sounds so bad, but
it's needed. I also just like, I can't help but think about how like if you really like dislike your time alone with yourself that much, then that probably means that you dislike your time alone with your thoughts
Mhm.
or just yourself as a human being.
Oh,
And that kind of just goes to show that maybe you don't really like yourself that much. And
right?
I just can't be friends with people that don't like
I
themselves, because why?
know.
Because like literally like expose yourself. Why don't you like yourself? Why are you a shitty person? Why can't you literally stand being, I don't know. I'm going on a fucking tangent.
We're
Maybe
going in
that's
the
like offensive,
trenches.
but like I it's just something about it, because I
Yeah.
have only found that when I'm alone, I become an even better person, because I'm like, but I overthink to the gods, and maybe that's why I'm able to flush out so
Yeah.
much in such a little time.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to sound like self-righteous or
No, I
anything,
was
but
just
like
gonna say, I'm not to be narcissistic, but like I love myself. And I don't think that should be a narcissistic thing to say.
yeah.
I don't think that you can label someone as a narcissist just because they love themselves, because quite frankly, aren't we all supposed to like fucking love ourselves? Like my quote that I said to myself since I was about 7 years old is, you are the only person that you are going to be with for your entire life, from birth until death. Like your partner comes halfway through, your parents come, they're not always there. Sad, but it's the reality. You are the only person that is with yourself every millisecond in time until it concludes. You have to like being by yourself. You never know what's going to happen. You could marry someone and be like, this is my partner for life. And you could divorce 10 years later. And guess what? You're back to square one with yourself. You have to know how to be able to handle yourself and just yourself at times. Like when I'm alone, I love myself because not only do I think I'm like so funny when I'm by myself, like obviously like we're the only people who like fully understand our own senses of humor. So like to myself, I think I'm like the funniest person in the world sometimes. But I'm also like I'm analytical of myself. And that's what I also love about myself, is because I can track back situations and I can recognize when I was wrong and I can take accountability for it, which not a lot of people can. But I think it's really important to be critical of yourself and to be loving of yourself at the same time, because how the fuck else are you supposed to grow or ever love anyone else if you don't love yourself? Let's be real here.
That was good.
Thank
That was
you.
really good. I really ate that up. I was like, yeah. Holy
Sometimes I
shit.
feel like a 60-year-old. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, I feel like what is his name? Oogway and like Kung Fu Panda, the
Master
wise.
Oogway.
Sometimes I feel like Oogway because I'll like tell 35-year-old people advice at my work and they'll be like, wow, like that's a perspective I've never had before.
Yeah.
Like I've never been told that before, and this is life-changing information. And I'm like, maybe this is because I've spent so much time with myself that I just know how to approach certain situations, because I do kind of go on a feedback loop and like analyzing things. But I feel like it's helped me grow so much. I feel like that's you can only benefit from being by yourself.
Exactly, because it's everything's, there's no filter, there's no ability to like, also the people that I know that cannot spend time with themselves or like don't enjoy themselves, they put on such an elevated persona
That
for the
part.
people around them. And I think that is one of the scarier things that a human being can do,
Yeah.
because that is literally walking around as something that is other than yourself, trying to draw people in with it,
It's
and
enticing.
then calling that friendship.
Yeah.
That, in my opinion, I want someone to know me at my realest and rawest. And that's why I think that like we work so well together, is
Yeah.
because like we've seen the ugly, and
Oh yeah.
like we just like
I'm not talking about her. She's seen my ugly. I'm not like, oh yeah, I've seen Ava's worst. Just to make
she
that
has,
clear.
but like I just, a lot of those people I've also noticed have like, that's why they feel the need to get so much advice from those around them,
Mm-hmm.
because some people that I'm thinking of have also bounced around to all of their different friends getting advice until they hear the thing that they want to hear.
Yep.
And then suddenly they're
It's like a
validated.
scavenger hunt, and then you're
Yeah.
like, you find the golden egg, and you're like, all right, all the other eggs don't mean shit. I'm just
Yeah.
going with this one, and I
Exactly.
think that is so bad to do. You
It's
should like. I'm not saying you should only consult yourself for situations. Like, of course, consult outside sources because it's also helpful to get other people's perspectives, but don't disregard your own in the process. Like, you have to do some self reflection at some point. It's not helpful if you don't, because then how do you know who you are truly?
mhm.
And people who give different personas, like I don't know, I'm someone who prides myself on being very, very genuine and very authentic. What you see is what you get. If I don't like you, I'm not gonna pretend to. I'm not even gonna go up to you. I'm just gonna pretend you don't exist. Like, I'm all about respect. Like, I won't go in your space. Don't go in mine. But like, what you see is quite literally what you get with me. If I don't want to go out, I'm not gonna feign it and be like, yeah, like, I'll go out for. I'm gonna say no. Like,
Mhm.
I'm just so genuine, and I have to keep it real, and that's something where I'm like, genuinely, like, someone come do something to me, do something bad to me if I ever strip that away from myself, because that is something I'm so prideful on, and it's something I never want to get rid of, because I feel like, especially now in our current culture, fakeness comes naturally, and it shouldn't. I think it's a very bad thing for people to go to one person and say one thing and go to the other. It makes you sound unreliable. It makes you sound untrustworthy. And for what? For maybe 5 seconds of gratification from someone else? Like,
Oh my god, he's like
my cat is in the closet.
he's like
He's
on my suitcase.
oh, he is. Hey.
He's just
Oh,
exploring.
oh, welcome back, sir.
Welcome back. Did
Yeah,
you find Narnia in there?
I think he did, bro. He's
Oh.
Aslan. He's Aslan, actually.
Oh god, I that's something I've also been like grappling with because like I used to just be like, like nice to everybody, whatever. But if there's that's the thing too. I genuinely, when I'm meeting someone, I really try to be as nice as possible, unless I know factually that there is something that a person has done to someone that I truly care about, and then I'm
Emphasis on
not
factually.
factually,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm not mean. I do not go out of my way to be fucking mean,
Just don't
nor should
engage.
anybody. I just don't engage. And I also just naturally, just personally, have been told that when I'm of a neutral status and I'm not really like talking or kind of just existing, doing my thing, I can come across as like kind of cold
Mm-hmm.
because I have like an RBF and I am also just naturally introverted, so I don't like put myself out there
Mm-hmm.
like more often than not. Um, but I've fully had people through word of mouth um refer to me as a bitch because of the fact that I like don't like like didn't go up to them at a function or just like whatever or
That's
just like
so
they hear things and
stupid.
it's a bunch of hearsay and it's just like how about you like come and meet me
Yeah,
first
like, what
like
makes you go up to a person who's just, like, minding their own business and be like, "They've got a sour look on their face. I'm gonna tell everyone they're a bitch." Like, where does that come from? Are y'all okay? Like, are y'all bored? Like, I don't know. I've had so many people come up to me at parties, and it's like, okay, I'm an introvert, but sometimes I like parties because I like to people watch. Like, that doesn't mean I'm talking to people. Yeah, it might look a little weird, but, like, I'm enjoying myself, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. If y'all are enjoying yourselves, go do your thing. I'll do mine. But I've had people literally come up to me and be like, "Are you okay? Like,
I've had
are
that
you
too.
not having fun?"
I've
I'm
had
like,
that too.
"Come
At that
on."
point I'm just like oh shit like I just
Like,
need to
now
like
I'm not.
leave because I'm like
Like, now certainly I'm not. I'm
because
actually, where's the door?
because that by that point I'm just like oh fuck so
I'm
like
like, "Great."
people are like actually perceiving me like I'm not just like
Yeah.
in my little corner
Like, now
like
I'm insecure. Great.
yeah.
Great job. Calling the Uber. Don't worry about it. Eduardo will be here in 2 minutes. Like, I'm out of here. Ugh, I hate it so much because it's like, I was actually having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, not that's any of your fucking business, but now you've ruined it. Okay, like, actually hurts my feelings.
Just people are scary. Like that's part of the thing too. Like I
Also,
just like
yeah,
people are fucking scary and maybe that's why that's honestly more than half the time why I haven't like gone up to
yeah.
somebody because I am literally scared of the reaction I'm going to get.
Hmm.
Also because I've just I don't know.
Oh my god,
Everything
I hate going up to a girl and being like trying to give a compliment. Like, the one time I step out of like my comfort zone, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you look so pretty," and they're like, "Thanks." I'm like,
that
"Oh, let me go just fuck myself." Like, what the fuck is the point of that? I'm like, God forbid I'm nice and like trying to like do something and like be outwardly nice and put it somewhere else for once, and that's what I get. All right, never happening again. I'll just be nonverbal for the rest of my life. It's fine. Like,
I've thought about this because I don't know if that's just me. Whenever I get a compliment, I get giddy over the fucking moon. Like it
right?
genuinely means the world to me every single time. So I don't
Yeah.
know if I'm like expecting too much when I give somebody a compliment. I'm not even giving the compliment to get like a big reaction. That's not why
Yeah.
I give a compliment. I literally but it's also like but at the same time like if you're going to be like thanks, like clearly not give a shit about it, then
Yeah.
like I'll actually just fuck myself next
Yeah, you
time
don't have to
because
like assault me with your eyes. Like, you could just say thank you. You could
yeah.
give me a little smile, maybe not even a wink. Just give me a smile. Like, that's it. Like, honestly, I am also kind of sad by people who like get offended by compliments. I'm like, do you think we're lying? Like,
Yeah.
where is that coming from? Do we need to talk about it? Let me know.
People are
We can find a
weird.
time.
People are really
People
weird.
are really I think that's another thing. It's just people are strange. People are so nuanced, and I think
Some people are really strange.
Yeah,
That's
and
also, you just really
yeah.
never know what you're gonna get, and I think that's part of why I protect my peace, because I'd
You
rather just
never
stick with what I
know.
know.
It's like, you know you know that TikTok trend where it's like there's 20 M&Ms and like 2 of them are poison? That's how I feel when I go out. I'm like, which one is poison? And like knowing me, I would go up to the poison first and I would ruin my entire night and be like, great. That's why I just don't go out. Like, I'll go out if it's my boyfriend or Ava because I know I'm going to have a good time. But also, I don't really like the bar scene. I don't really like the club scene. Like, take me to a kava bar with some board games. Take me to a dispensary with a rooftop where we can chill. Like, movie theater, like Korean barbecue. Something that's actually involving like having a conversation rather than just like standing in close proximity and being a little drunk and not really talking and dancing like carelessly to music. Like, I don't know. I'd rather enrich my time with having meaningful conversations. Maybe I'm a grandma. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I just value human connection on a deeper level. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard because sometimes I feel like one of like the few people in my age range that are like that. Thank God I live with someone who's on the same page as me.
Yeah.
If I lived with someone who was like going out every single night and being like, come out, I would jump out the window,
I could do
respectfully.
it because it's like I'm now at a point. I feel like I'm like in a way like a balance, because like I'm at a point now where it's like I do like that time to time.
Yeah, a rare
But when
occasion's
it's just
good.
like weekly or like daily, like it was in college, like I
Yeah.
don't have the fucking energy. Also, just my body can't handle it. I said that I think in the last episode, is that I
Yeah.
went out, besides that Chris Desi thing, for the first time like a week ago, and I
Right,
drank
right.
and I drank
Mhm.
and I never felt more horrible in my life. Never felt more horrible. I can't physically do it. I also just like physically have become so sensitive to everything
Yeah.
since moving. And like since post
Mm.
grad, I've noticed that I really have to be careful with just everything that I'm surrounding myself by, because like my anxiety is like a like
Yeah.
anything can trigger it.
Mhm.
And coming off of like alcohol, coming off of like weed, even sometimes like anything that's a substance of sort, it's like it is like a shaky come out.
Yeah,
And
well, college is like this veil of just nothing real that applies in the real world ever. Like, you go to college and you're able to go out every single day. You have, like Tequila Tuesday, Wine Wednesday, then you have a Darty on Thursday. Like, you have all this shit going on. And then you get in the real world and it's a fucking freight train that never stops moving. And you kind of have to like prioritize a little bit and figure out what you really want to do. And then you find out, shit, maybe I need to do other things than go to the bar. Like, maybe I need to pay my rent. Maybe I need to like fucking get on these student loans. Like, it's a lot and it's very taxing. And sometimes I feel like college doesn't really prepare you for what actually you have to deal with. Cause I feel like so many people, and myself included, graduate and you're like, well, fuck it. Now what? And you're like, wait, I have to pay for this? I have to do that. Wait, what? I
I
didn't
also
even,
just can't get
yeah.
myself to a bar, because
No.
I also just can't get myself to a bar because also the commitment of like maybe being out late and then like later than usual, and like getting home and being able to wake up in the morning like with like a stable head on my shoulders and get myself to work. Hello?
Yeah.
It's one
Hello.
thing to get myself to a class where I can sit there and kind of like moderately pay attention, or at least pretend like I'm like
Yeah.
physically fine.
Like,
But now, like, especially with my fucking job, I gotta wake up and like drive a lot. Being on the road in
yeah.
a moving vehicle, I don't want to be drunk, hungover, like any, like
Mm-mm.
I can't, because like God forbid I wake up like too drunk or hungover that day. I'm out of work. I
You're out
literally
of
can't
work.
fucking do my job, and so it's like that is where like an actual state comes in. But like, I mean, that's just personal to me. But
No,
also
it's
just
actually
I
bad.
just can't. When the sun's up, like I'm up. Like I'd rather just like go on a walk.
Right? Oh, I love a hot girl walk. No,
Oh, I
I
do
feel
like
like,
a hot walk.
yeah, we're at that age where like our prefrontal cortex has pretty much developed because I think for women it's
Mine's getting
18
there.
and men it's 25. That should say enough as is. Anyways, but we're just at the point where like everything is getting more serious. We're unlocking new revelations about ourselves, epiphanies, and sometimes you realize that other things are 10 times more important. And it's like, yes, I love going out and I like love hanging out with people from time to time in our increments
Yeah.
exclusively, but I also have so much other stuff I want to do. And now I'm at the age where like my goals aren't like maximizing on friendships and they aren't like doing all of these, going to 20 concerts before I'm 25. Like, my goals are like setting myself up for the future, building a stable financial background for my children one day. Like, sorry, y'all. If like, I know some people are probably like hearing that part being like, girl, you're 23. Yeah, life moves fast. Like,
Yeah.
when you leave college, like, I literally, graduating felt like 2 months ago and 5 years ago at the same time. Time is not the same when you graduate college, and it flies. I've already been at my job for 6 months, and sometimes it feels like I've been there a week. Like, you don't know how quick things move, and sometimes, like, the days themselves feel very long, but then you look back and it's been 6 months. You're like, where did that come from? So, yeah, I'm prepping myself for the future because I think it's 10 times better to be a bit forward thinking than it is to have to retroactively move and look back when you're 27 and be like, dang, I should have set myself up a little bit better when I was 23. Like,
Emphasis on that, because literally
mm-hmm.
all of June was just me worrying about like how am I setting myself up for like the future, and like am I even gonna be like able to, you know, because I ideally, like, I love our place right now, but it's like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, like eventually I want to upgrade, especially when it comes to, oh my god, that was what really like triggered the spiral of it down like a lifetime. Was I was having a conversation with my dad, and he was like started talking about like health insurance, auto insurance,
Oh,
rent insurance, life insurance, like all these
no.
different insurances, and I was like, wait, I can barely afford to fucking eat. So I feel like that was the thing that triggered it within me, where I'm like, okay, now I want to save a
Yeah.
buck. I personally, like, I refuse to spend money on like alcohol or anything anymore, because I'm
No.
just like, to me now I view that money as like literally going down the drain. Like I could
Yeah.
have bought groceries with that, or I could have bought even just like a fucking like gift for myself with that, or like
Literally, call me
whatever.
Mr. Krabs. Like, all you
Yeah.
want. Like, I will save all of my money that I can. Like, I know that some people, like, to them experiences are more valuable. Like, do your thing. Like, we're not
This is
sitting
not
here.
shitting on anybody.
Yeah,
This is just coming
we're
from two introverts. That's literally the
yeah,
title of this episode.
that's
So
the
don't fucking
context.
come for us,
Yeah,
please.
we're not telling, do not step on that.
Whoa!
Sorry, guys. Um, okay. We're not telling you what to do or how to live your life. Like, this is just our internal perspectives outwardly being spoken. So that's something very important to, grab hold of with this conversation. But I don't know. I just think we view the world a lot more like, personally, I think like mentally, we're like fucking grandmas. Like, we're the golden girls. We're
I
just missing a third.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been ready to graduate for a minute, because I knew,
Mm-hmm.
like, even just like, especially by the last month of school, physically I was like, oh, like it felt like I was so, I don't remember
Burnt
most of
out.
senior year because I was so brain dead
Mm-hmm.
from just the lack of sleep I was getting, the amount of shit I was putting into my body, just the mere like doing whatever I could to get through a day physically
Yeah.
on a daily basis. And now it's like, okay, well, now I have responsibilities, I have bills to pay, I have a job that I have to attend and like be clear headed for. Like,
Yep.
there's like, I just personally don't view that I have the time to fuck around,
No,
because
there's
I don't want to
no.
find out.
I don't
I don't want
know.
to find
No.
out. Like, I really,
Fuck around
please.
and don't find out. Is that an option?
Like,
Please?
and like, hey, I'm not saying like don't have fun, because like I love my little side quests. I love a fun experience.
Yeah.
Like I want to, like I save my time to go do fun things. I just like, I feel like those fun things for me, at least like the bar, that was the fun thing in college, and now like I'd literally rather go out and see the world.
Right? No, I was just gonna say that because I'm like, I don't really care to like go see Fisher. I'm so sorry, y'all. I don't care to go see Fisher or John Summit or whoever the fuck at the Kia Forum or wherever the fuck. I want to save up a bunch of money to go to France. I want to go to Norway. Like, I don't
I
want
want
to
to
just go to
travel.
one thing on a weekend in a place where I have been living for 5 years. I want to go somewhere I haven't been before for 2 weeks. Like, that's what I'm aiming at here. And also, I find it so much more fulfilling to embrace other cultures and learn about them and assimilate with them while you're there than I do going to a house concert. Sorry, Jake. Know you're
Sorry,
watching.
Jake. I no, literally, because I like, again, like I had fun at Chris Dusty, but like after that, I was like, God, I kind of think I like don't need to ever go to a rave again. Like I really
I mean,
just
I'm
don't think.
sure, like, I've been to a rave and it's been fun. It's just
No.
like, God bless the people who can do it on and on and on. Like, my boyfriend, he went to EDC back to back, was going to bed as I was waking up. And I asked him, I was like, how was your time? And he was like, fucking great. I'm like, oh, what? Like, I would be
I
hospitalized.
Coachella, I think Coachella was the thing that started to like plant the seed in my brain of like, okay, I think I'm
Mm-hmm.
done after this, because I, as of right now, don't plan on going to Coachella ever again. Not that I didn't have a fun time, it was great. I think I picked the best year to go. The lineup was Chef's Kiss,
Yeah, you chose a really good time to go.
but oh my fucking god, the exhaustion and just all of the like stress that was objectively put on my body. I wouldn't say overwhelmed the fun I had, but it definitely balanced it out because
Yeah.
I like just one example is like the first night, and mind you, I'd been there like what 12 hours, not 12, but like nine to 10 maybe. That's a
Mm-hmm.
long day in the sun with a bunch of fucking people you don't know walking around, not completely sober, mind you, in a
Not all
place that you
there.
don't know. Like it just feels like it's a lot. It's a lot. Some
Hell
people can
no.
handle it. I can't.
Yeah.
So I get to the end of that day. It's 1 a.m. I go to the shuttles. I'm like, oh my god, thank God. Mind you, I didn't bring a charger either because I was just so
Mm,
I didn't plan well. So my phone had been dead for like 6 hours. I get to the shuttles. I'm like, thank God I could just like go home, take a
sleep.
shower, eat a little snack, go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get on a shuttle until 3:30 in the fucking morning.
Hell
I was
no.
sitting on the grass, asleep, like this,
She tapped out.
asleep, waiting for the shuttles, waiting for it to go, and then the occasional, like, every, like, 20 or so minutes when someone would tap me from above and go,
Make sure
oh,
you're
we're
alive.
moving in line. Yeah.
Oh wait, they didn't even fucking care if
No,
you were
not even
okay.
if I was alive, just being, like, the line's moving. And I go, oh, thank you.
I love humanity.
Got
That's great.
At least someone cared.
Fucking move, all right? We're moving. Who gives a fuck about you? In fact, you're folded over.
Fat fold. That was me.
Folded JB. Is that time, guys? Sorry.
That was funny to me. But I don't care. I then get on the shuttle. I get to the hotel lobby at 4. Emphasis on hotel lobby. Because we were staying in the villas. And the villas were 2 miles away from the
Are
lobby.
you kidding me?
And they omitted to communicate that there was 2 stops. There was one for the lobby and then there was one for the villas.
Oh.
They didn't communicate that.
So that's false advertisement.
Or at least I missed that memo.
You'll be receiving a very strong worded message from Ava's lawyers, okay?
And so I get to the lobby at 4. Phone's dead still, because
Oh
still.
god.
And they're like, yeah, the villas are 2 miles away. I'm like, okay, so can you like assemble a golf cart or something? Like, can someone just get me over there? Like, I'm sure you have a golf cart.
Please
like,
build one.
This is the resort in Palm Springs. Like,
Oh
and
my
they're like,
god.
no, like you're gonna have to call an Uber.
Did
Hey,
you walk or
remember when my phone was dead? Yeah, no, I didn't walk. There was no way that was fucking happening.
Good.
So I literally had to beg the singular woman working at the front desk to use her personal phone charger to charge my phone so that I could get in a nearly $20 Uber to get 2 miles back to my villa.
It's literally like a coffee at Coachella. $20?
Dude, that's a third of a gas tank. Like that is just so sick and fucked up in my head. And so after day 1, so I woke up day 2 and I'm like already in a bad mood because I'm thinking of the fucking like night before me. And then it was just the next 2 days were fine and luckily the shuttles like figured themselves out after that. Thanks
Thank
for that.
you so much.
But good riddance. That was my first night at Coachella.
I feel like the only instance, and like, y'all, I'm gonna say it because it's true. The only instance where I'd go to Coachella is if it was paid for, and if I had the opportunity to go alongside a brand in like a shared stay.
Yes.
Or even if I like, rented out an Airbnb that was affordable with like 5 friends. Like, I'd much rather do that.
I would do the Airbnb.
Yeah.
If it was an Airbnb and I would saved up enough, I would definitely do that because I feel like that's just easy. Like get in the Uber, you're there. But holy shit, the whole like shuttle situation that really just put the pin in it for me because I was so fucking fed up.
I would actually.
I'd
be like, can you change my Uber destination to like fucking Orange? Like, take me home.
Yeah, it was. I almost walked the 2 miles. I was really
I'm
fed
so
up.
glad you didn't because you never know, especially like Coachella night in buttfuck Palm Springs. You don't want to be doing that.
It was
Absolutely
always a late night endeavor home. But yeah, so that was that. I'm also just like, if I go out, I can only handle a day at a time.
Yeah, it's one day.
too
I
much.
know, like, I love the idea of a festival, but knowing myself, I'd probably go. I've done this before. I've gone to Wonderfront. Love Wonderfront, but I literally tapped out before Gwen Stefani even came on because I was like, I was literally crying. I was with my boyfriend, and like, I sound so ungrateful. We were in VIP, and I was crying because I was so exhausted. And he was like, "Courtney, dance," and I was like, it was horrible. I had to get an Uber home, and I slept in like a very sketchy place to the point where I woke up to like 30 missed phone calls from Alo and my mom combined being like, are you alive? Like, I
Where did you
can't.
sleep, in an alley?
I think so. It was like a little like hut in an alley, and I think the door was unlocked. It was like someone else's Airbnb that they just like gave me an ALO access to. So I just like went in. I was so tired and so over it that I didn't even lock the door. I was just like crying in like a full like IMG, a 2-piece set, just on the couch, and I was like, out. I can't do it. Like, I don't respect to everyone who can do it. How? Give me tips because I would love to try, but it's never happened. I've always I'm a very big tap out girl, but I think that's also important. Like, if you can't handle it, like, don't push yourself. Fucking tap out. Like,
I've
Gwen
slept.
Stefani will still be alive tomorrow.
That's true.
Yeah.
I've slept through concerts before. Like, that's how, like, I've literally slept through concerts before. Full, like, music blaring, everything.
No.
That's just me, but
Oh my
anyhow.
gosh. We need to go to a Harry Styles concert. We should do a podcast at the Harry Styles concert. Could you imagine
should
Harry
bring him
singing?
on
We're
the
in the
pod.
pit. We're like, hey guys.
Hey guys,
Back at it
what's up?
again.
Oh god, wow. I think this kind of brings us to a head.
I know, it really
Wait,
does.
I'm so happy.
What a good chat. I mean,
this.
I love these because also like while you guys are like, oh, this is like scripted, like we're genuinely just having like a
We're just
conversation.
talking,
Like
yeah.
it doesn't even feel like I'm doing this for anything.
No.
I mean, I know I'll see this probably like on, you know, YouTube and TikTok and I'll be like, oh wait, I did have that conversation. But like it's so nice to do this and I love your podcast and I'm so excited to see who else you bring on, what else you talk about because with you specifically it just feels like very natural and like a conversation and it's relatable and it's authentic. It's not like you're what we were saying earlier putting on a persona for the camera or for the theme of this. Like it's very raw. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, you haven't followed, you haven't started listening, what the fuck are you doing?
Just saying.
Please get on that because we got to support my girl. Thank you.
That's also a no. As an introvert, is that like fucking crazy this is to do because like I haven't like I again don't fucking talk to people often, so the fact that I'm like projecting my voice onto the internet is insane. But
so proud.
I think half of it too is just like I love my friends and I love our conversation, so I want to bring it on for people to enjoy. But
I'm so excited just to like see everything that else that like comes of this and who else you bring on. Like y'all aren't ready. Like she's got her shit laid out for a minute. A few episodes at least. So
I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Yeah. You're like,
anyways.
Stop it. Stop it.
I'm like, don't.
No more. No more.
Oh, but guys, thank you so much for listening. This was Tough Love, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye.